Here's your Storm Tracker weather forecast with Chief Forecaster Bob McGuire.
All right, here we are, Friday night in the big sky. We're going to start off tonight with a picture of a beautiful big sky. This comes to us from Loretta Hurley, and as you can see, I believe these are the crazy mountains. We're probably over there by Big Timber somewhere, Yellowstone River. Boy, I tell you what, pretty shot there, isn't it? I like that. Meanwhile, look at this one. Of course, we had the nice pretty sky. This is Washington, D.C., and you're looking at the Washington Monument being struck by lightning quite a bit. Yeah. Excuse me, bizarre shot, huh? Anyway, here's the way things are shaping up tonight. We've got a full moon. What do they call this? The strawberry moon in Billings? Well, that's right. 75 degrees right now with partly cloudy skies. We've got an east wind at about 12 miles per hour. Now, as you'll see, our high temp today, 84. The normal high, 73. The record, 102. So back in 1988, the record low is 38 back in 2013. And when it comes to precip, nothing new to add to the total. So here's where we are for the month, 6,900. So that means we're actually ahead of normal. Normal for this time of month is 0.40. For the year, we're still a little bit behind normal there. We need another 2 inches or so just to play catch up with that. We need to be at 6.26 inches. Right now we're only at 4.14. That's the year-to-date totals for you. Meanwhile, as you see here, our current temperatures around the state are generally into the 60s and 70s out in the west until you get to Kalispell. Man, they're a little cool up there. They're at 58 right now, but you see 60s and 70s everywhere else. And take a look at this. Look at our reported highs today. Look at all these 70s and 80s until you down here. Sheridan 92 today, 97 over at Worland. Farther out in the west, mostly 70s and 80s there. It was kind of cool over there at Kalispell and Cutbank. They were into the low 70s for afternoon highs. So our thunderstorm outlook for today shows the marginal risk of severe thunderstorms has moved a little bit farther north. Billings no longer in that threat tonight. But tomorrow we're going to be right back in it again. You see a marginal risk right here toward Billings and east of there. And then a little farther east, it's an increased risk of severe thunderstorms across eastern Montana and even an enhanced risk in Carter County. So we could see several severe thunderstorms develop out of the Black Hills of South Dakota and into parts of Carter and possibly even Fallon County. Further out in the west, just some spotty showers out there. In the meantime, here's what's happening on the flood front, you'd call it, I guess. The only thing we still have flood warnings with now is the Clark Fork of the Yellowstone at Belfry and the Clark Fork of the Yellowstone over at Edgar. Both of those have gone down by about a foot or so, but they're expected to get back up the flood stage this weekend or possibly maybe even a little bit higher. In the meantime, we'll check this out and show you that Doppler radar shows you most of the showers. We've got some light rain showers coming down off the Beartooth foothills, and most of the heavier stuff seems to be traveling a little bit farther north tonight. So I think for the most part, Billings may be out of the big stuff. We still might see a few spotty rain showers before the night is over with. And the reason why, look at this, low pressure cell over California, taking moisture out the Pacific Ocean and slinging that stuff all the way into the Great Basin area, and then it pushes its way in towards the south central part of Montana tonight. And so at the surface, we had a nice little warm front move through earlier on today, and by tomorrow morning that warm front will continue to warm up eastern Montana, but directly behind that on Saturday night, here comes a new cold front with scattered showers moving through. Some of them could be severe, and then by the time Sunday gets here, that cool air continues to push on through. You'll still see scattered rain showers, some of them probably pretty big across the extreme eastern edge of the state on Sunday. But tonight our temps will cool back down into the 30s, 40s, and even some 50s out in the west. Back here in the east, generally 60s in most cases with partly cloudy skies. 62 in Billings, 66 in Miles City. Then tomorrow I'll back up into the, believe it or not, 80s. Some cases 89 over at Miles City. 77 to Livingston, into the 90s over at Jordan. Elsewhere in the west, we'll probably see 70s and 60s and 70s out there. But for Billings tonight, partly cloudy, maybe 61 for the overnight low. Then for tomorrow, back up to 86 with a good chance for rain late in the day. Sunday, rain showers off and on. The high will be 74. Monday, good 50% chance for sun breaks and showers. And then after that, the sun comes out Tuesday right on through Friday. And looking at temps getting into the 60s, 70s, and even some 80s. Let's go back to Casey.